Saving lives means staying informed. Knowing the dangers of using counterfeit prescription pills can help those you care about and keep our...
4 and 5 or something, it said on there, yeah. And then I'm gonna wait to get my question.
We'll call the October meeting of the Anderson County Board of Education to order.
Everyone stand and pledge allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Glenda, for leading the pledge. I'm going to pass that around the table, so everybody get ready when it's your month. So. All right. Mr. Bell, you reading our resolution for...
Yeah, do I need to stand or do you want me to go? Be glad to do this.
Look official. Okay.
Anderson County Board of Education, a board resolution honoring, recognizing the custodians. Whereas our custodians deserve honor and recognition because they have the important job of keeping our schools safe and germ-free for all the students and staff members. And whereas our custodians start their day early, work hard during the school hours, and then stay late to get everything clean and ready for the school day. And whereas Anderson County Schools operates promptly because the custodians are hardworking, dependable, and consistent. And whereas our best custodians take pride in their work and go above and beyond their duties by being friendly and encouraging students and other staff members. Therefore, be it herely resolved that Anderson County Board of Education acknowledge and honor our custodians who constantly fight to keep our schools safe, germ-free, and clean. Be it further resolved that our board declares that October 20th, 2022 is Custodian Appreciation Day in all our schools, and each school is encouraged and involves students, employees, and parents in the custodial appreciation using the theme of Aladdin, adopted wholeheartedly and heavily by unanimous by elected school board of Anderson County, Tennessee at its meeting the 6th day of October 2022. And I would like to say, since I was involved in that as many years, I certainly appreciate it. And I know that all the schools do, that without a safe and clean school, you can't operate the way you want to. You want your schools to be safe. Custodians usually know a lot of students. They know all the teachers know them. It is a job that you take a lot of pride in. I know that when I ran for school board, that was something that I ran too, because every job that a person does, no matter what they do the best you can do. And I'm certainly proud of the schools here at Anderson County, because all the ones that I've been in, they're doing a fine job. Thank you.
I move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Done. Thank you, Dawn. Recognition of guests. Do we have, looks like the same old crowd out there. Good looking crowd. All right. Next item is persons to be heard. I don't think we have anybody to be heard tonight. That's for items not on the agenda. Next item is approval of the agenda. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any discussion on the agenda? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Any items to be removed from the consent agenda for discussion? Hearing none, we'll approve that by consensus. There was one item of executive approval, that was purchase of a van with wheelchair conversion, and that comes from the executive committee. So is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Any discussion about that approval? Not all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. that is done. A few comments from the chair. First off, we get to do our above and beyond. So let's do it in the order that it's on the page here. Mr. Bell?
Yeah, I have two here. TC, Tommy Wilkerson, and Anderson County High, Jeff Carroll.
I have Andersonville Elementary, Merritt Walden, and Briceville Elementary, Bobby McCoy.
Central Office, Ricky Silcox, Claxton Elementary, Elkai Tarpez.
And I have from Clinton High School, Melissa Wilshire, and from Clinton Middle School, Michael Tsba.
From Clinch River, I have John Faust, and Dutch Valley Elementary, Jaron Gibson.
From Fairview Elementary, I have David Sellers, and Grand Oaks Elementary, Becky Smith.
You do Dale's.
I'll do Dale's. Lake City Elementary is Connie Violet. Lake City Middle is Dawn Harness.
And I have from North Elementary, Danny Halcomb, and North Middle School, Allison Brooke Taylor. And I have Norwood Elementary, Jeff England, and Norwood Middle, Julie Bridges.
I don't know if you noticed when you said Bobby McCoy, Reagan just smiled. That's her grandfather.
Yep.
All right.
And can I comment?
Yes.
Bobby
On
Nolan
the
been around
Claxton
longer than I
Elkie Tarapuez,
Yeah, you didn't do any better than Dr. Burke.
she really does go above and beyond because she helps with the non-English speaking.
ELL kids.
Oh,
When they need something, they call her in and she interprets for them. So she does go
Wow.
above and beyond.
That's great. No question about the Above and Beyond Awards this month, is there? All those folks get $25?
Yes, yes, and we have give that out to the principals for them to give those, and we really appreciate what they did. And that money, again, doesn't come from county funds, it comes from the U-Trust money that we have every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be sure to say that out loud, right? All right, couple other comments. Congratulations to Teresa Portwood for earning her boardsmanship level 3.
Thank you.
She received that at our fall district meeting 2 weeks ago. I think that's when that was, right? So we were well represented at the fall district meeting. We had 5 of 8 of our board. If you want to know, there are 141 systems in the state. There were 105 represented across the state at all the district meetings. That's 74%. Our district had 19 of 23 schools systems represented. So, and we had the highest attendance of any district in the state. So.
And congratulations to you.
Oh, yes, I was going to say that too. Thank you. You all nominated me to be appointed as the East Director, and so it was a narrow vote, but I did squeak through and was chosen for that, so thank you all for that. I did attend a TSBA Board of Directors meeting last week, and I'll just give you a heads up, the 3rd grade retention is going to be the topic of discussion. So there are already resolutions ready for delegate assembly in Nashville. So most of a lot of them are the same. They have little things, but here's the 3 criteria you're going to hear a lot. The decision should be based on totality of data, discussion among stakeholders, and get this, expertise of educational professionals. So there you go. What do you think about that? That's 3 good criteria. So rather than test scores. So anyway, be ready for that to be a big topic of discussion.
One more addition to you being district director, East District Director. The East District has a lot more schools than any other district in the state. I think we are like 19 or 23.
23, yeah.
23.
There's 23 in this district. So
He's got a bigger territory.
the 3 of them are in the same county. So
Adds up fast that
that
way.
works out after that. So, all right, that's all I have. Next item is student board members. You're on, Rita.
Well, I guess I'll start off with some, first off, I have a lot, so it'll
Great.
take a minute.
Well, we just have one report, so you got the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, So for athletics, our volleyball is playing tonight. They're playing Oak Ridge. I think they're playing at Carnes. Like Oak Ridge Carnes. And if they win, they'll be moving on to the regionals. And our girls soccer won their game on Tuesday, and they're going to the district tournaments. And golf finished their season 32-4. And cross country also had a great season. And then in academics, I think all of Anderson County, like the high schools and our district, they all took the pre-ACT and ACT on Tuesday. And at Clinton High School, we had a ACT boot camp, and over 100 students participated in that. And at Clinton High School, we've added a couple of new courses like AP and dual enrollment courses, and those include European history, computer science, programming, computer application, and intro to programming logic. And then Spirit Week is happening this week, and tomorrow's homecoming. And our Spirit Week days were anything but a backpack day, and then Tuesday we didn't have anything because of ACT. Wednesday we had Adam Sandler Day, and that was my personal favorite. And Thursday we had today we had Decades Day, and then tomorrow is class colors. And
All right.
Good job.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like a fun week.
And Corey is at a ball game tonight, so she was the last game, right? So-
Anderson County's got a,
Yep.
got a big region game tonight, yep.
So,
They're
we'll
on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Is that on TV?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
WBLT or W?
It's on there.
My VLT or something.
My
Yep.
VLT.
Yep, yep, my VLT.
Dr. Parrott, the floor is yours for
Okay.
director's report.
Thank you. Usually at this time, I talk about our schools, our academic success and athletics and just kind of the overall district. But tonight, I wanted to take time to address the situation that happened last week at Clinton High School and kind of just, I did it on Ask Your Neighbor on Tuesday, and I thought it would be good to just go ahead and make sure it's on record and everybody understood. So last Thursday, the Clinton High School administration got word that there was going to be a potential walkout. And at that time, what was kind of uncertain about it, there was 4 different reasons why it was going to happen. And so, as you know, we had a problem last year, and we really didn't want that to happen this year. So it was decided to put the school in a soft lockdown. And a soft lockdown is when a school takes protective measures without ceasing instruction. And as we only had rumors, we really didn't know which way to go, so we called it a drill. And we informed parents, and that caused a lot of confusion. And so because of that confusion, the district safety coordinator, Mr. Greg Deal, and his leadership team, they're reviewing how we can inform parents better. And one of the ways, just been working really hard on this week, is maybe look at levels of lockdown, like a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and really talk to parents and inform them so people know when there is a lockdown. This is a level 1 lockdown, so that might be, hey, there's an emergency in the school, somebody's failing, they've hit their head and ambulances are coming. So we've got to work through all of them because in today's world, just as soon as something like that happens, there's 100 kids or 100 people are calling out, and so we want to get the information out there. Now, there may be some things that when we do these lockdowns that alerting individuals, there may be some things that we couldn't say because it can potentially, it could comprise where, the security of the building or interfere with the medical or police operations around the building. So all that information may not be available at the time of the call, but we're going to do our best to put those levels out there so people know, oh, it's a level 1 call, it's a level 1 lockdown, so that means somebody may have passed out or something, you know, there's not any worry about it. Up to, you know, a level 5 maybe, or a 4, that there is an active shooter or something like that nobody will be allowed on campus. So we're going to work through them, and we'll be bringing something back to the board about that and work with Ms. Williams on that. To just talk just a little bit about the rumors, one of them was about Wednesday school, and some students were unhappy because the administration has put in kind of a new attendance problem, and that attendance is where the students could make up time so they wouldn't be considered truancy. So it's really a way to help them make up that time and to keep them out of getting those 5 and 10-day notices. The other one was the uses of bathroom by another student of another gender. And that did happen once at the beginning of school. We had a young man go into a girl's bathroom, into a female bathroom, and that was brought to the attention of administration, and it was dealt with. Even in doing that, they went back and they made sure they looked at the security footage, and really extremely looked at it and viewed it with administrative staff and the SRO, and they made sure that the student has not entered that bathroom anymore this year. And one of the things, just some of the things we're doing, the parents wanted to know, well, what are we doing to try to make sure it doesn't happen? Well, for as long as I can remember, the administration has had teachers outside of every bathroom, and the staff members will be outside of those restrooms during class change to monitor the exits and entrance of the bathrooms. No students has come to the administration and had said they were sexually assaulted in a bathroom. We wanted to make sure of that because that was a rumor that had got out. The third one was an incident of inappropriate touching in the hallway of a female student. This wasn't related to the first case, but the female student reported that to the administrative staff that she was inappropriately touched by another student in the hallway. Again, the CHS administrative, they extensively reviewed the security cameras and footage of the specific time and place it was going to happen, and did not see that incident happen. So they're still looking into it and trying to find if there is any more witnesses. And so those are just some things. The other one was the potential to just walk out to be walking out. You know, some people just want to walk out to be walking out. And so really and truly, we take all the incidents and very seriously of harassment, assault, and battery, and we want to make sure we investigate all of them. And the administrative staff had done a good job, I thought, of doing that. Well, you know, communication can always be better. So I sent out a statement on Saturday, and I wanted to assure parents that if they had any questions and concerns about what was going on at Clinton High School or what had happened, they could get back in touch with me. And to date, I have met with one parent in person. I've talked to 3 more parents on the phone, and I've replied to others by email. And again, we were on Ask Your Neighbor, had some parents call in, and they called and wanted, you know, requested if I'd get on and talk to them. Mr. Jenkins, on this last Wednesday, he sent out a message over the intercom that he would be in the conference room during lunch, and for any group of students that wanted to voice any concern, they could come by and talk to him and his administrative to make sure that if there was something out there, we could take care of it. He started with seniors, and he'll start meeting with juniors, sophomores, and freshmen throughout the end of this week, and then even into next week if we need to. You know, the reason behind what we did on Friday was to make sure every student was safe. And we can always learn from things that happen. And you know, we do agree that students need a voice in Anderson County. And I believe that. And as you know, we've got 2 students on the school board. One of the things I do is I meet with a group of students from every middle school and every high school every year. And we sit down with about 15 or 20 of them. I call it Lunch and Learn. Margaret does a great job. She brings in pizza and stuff with them. And we just find out, we ask them what's going good, what do we need to tweak, and what's off the rails. And we've changed some things about it. Just last year at Lake City Lake City Middle School, they talked about that they needed another water fountain, another bottle filling station. So we worked to get that. So, so other than that too is all students have my email address, and they can email me anytime, and I answer them. I had one this week. It was kind of a funny question to ask, but I always try to answer them. And my office is always open to meet with parents or community members about our school system. And if I'm not in a meeting at that time, I always meet with them, or Mr. Deal is there to meet with them. So we want to make sure of that. And you know, I've raised my family in Anderson County. Now my grandkids attend Anderson County schools. And you know, none of us are perfect, but I do believe with my whole heart that Anderson County Schools cares about kids. And our staff and our administration work tirelessly to make sure that they are equipped with the knowledge and skills to successfully embark on their chosen path in life when they graduate. And I know that even after this statement, there may be some parents that still have questions or concerns. So along with me and school board members, we'll be available on Tuesday after fall break, October the 18th, from 5 to 6:30 in the Anderson and the Clinton High School Library, where parents can ask questions of us. And finally, you know, for more than one person on social media talked about open communication, and I too think that open communication is always the best way. And if you look at things, that's that two-way communication, and that's what we're hoping, is that we can have that two-way communication, and we can do a better job of that moving forward. So again, on a good note, next week's fall break, and I do think that we always want to try to do better, and we always want to try to do what's best for every student every day. So that's my report.
All right, thank you. You want to give that meeting date and time again?
Yes, the meeting date will be on Tuesday, October the 18th, in the Clinton High School Library, and that will be from 5 to 6:30, or if we need to go later than that, we can.
All right, thank you. Reagan, you got any comments on that? Gonna leave that alone.
Personally, I don't feel like, I don't feel like I'm in danger or anything at school, but like, just anything that was said or anything, and I feel comfortable to go to the bathroom and stuff like that, so, and, I like going to lunch, so.
All right, good. Didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I want to give you a chance to say it. That's why you're here, so. All right. Any other questions, Dr. Parrott, on that? I appreciate your willingness to tackle these things and just talk about them, and I don't think you can over-communicate.
Nope.
You got to communicate, so thank you. All right, committee reports, financial committee budget.
Budget Committee, we had several appropriations and transfers, and I'll ask Dr. Parrott to see if there's any question about those.
Just to go over them, the first one, 1A, was to appropriate funds to purchase a replacement vehicle for technology of $21,601. 1B is to appropriate funds for building improvements and a generator at $250,000. That's for the Office of Technology in Norwood Elementary School. 141 was to appropriate the LEAPS carryover. That's our after-school program of $69,069. 141 was to appropriate funds to reimburse Anderson County High School for the school's Navy Junior ROTC program. That's for trips that they have taken and they will take. 141 is to appropriate TVA STEM grants of $47,500. 142, 701 is federal, and that's to appropriate the ARP Homeless 2 grant. That is $49,487. 142, 1G, 1G is to appropriate the ESSER 2 grant carryover, $944,188. 1H is to appropriate the ESSER 3.0 grant carryover of $1,901,734. 1I is to appropriate the Best for All grant, it's $250,000, and all these are federal. 142 is to appropriate the School Implementation Support Grant of $71,250. That grant is for 2 years, so next year we'll get that same thing. We're putting in, as you know, this year is textbook adoption for math, so this gives us money to work with a group to make sure our teachers are trained when the new curriculum comes in. 145 is Head Start, and that's appropriate the funds for sale of surplus equipment, $4,060. 1L is for appropriate COBRA and quality investment improvement funds for Head Start state allocation, and that I and L and M are the same things, and one is for $72,706 and the other one is for $39,296. That is the cost of living adjustments. So 1A through 1N.
We had that Title II appropriation addendum.
Yes.
It was $132,803.02.
Good. And I don't have it on my thing right here.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve appropriations 1A through 1M.
Second it.
And the addendum?
And the addendum, yes.
Addendum.
Okay, so the motion is to approve appropriations 1A through 1M plus the addendum. Roll call.
Yeah. Mr. Bale?
Aye.
Mr. Gillenwaters?
Aye.
Ms. Langenberg? Mr. McCamey?
Aye.
Ms. Portwood?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Dr. Burrow?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Transfers, you want to talk about those, Dr. Parrott?
We had transfers 2A through 2D. The first one was, and all of these are federal, and the first one was the one that you all done earlier, was the purchase of a special ed van equipped for wheelchair use, and that was $50,281. 2B is to transfer fund for the remaining expenditures of ESSER 2.0, $166,309. 2C is to transfer funds for the remaining expenditures of ESSER 3.0, which is $436,011. And then the last one is 2D, is to transfer funds for pre-K operating expenses of $15,096.
All right.
I move we approve transfers 2A through 2D.
Second.
Motion second, to approve transfers 2A through 2D. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That is-
That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, Policy Committee.
Thank you. The Policy Committee also met on Monday night, and we had one policy, vacations and holidays, 5.310, and the change in that was to stipulate the dates that additional days can be used for vacation. One half of them before July 1 and the other one on January 1. And the committee recommended approval on first reading, and I so move.
And we put that in there too.
We did change
8 days.
Oh,
The 8
change
days.
the
paid holidays.
Yep.
All right.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve policy, what is it?
5.310.
Yep.
Any discussion? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That's done. That's all, is that all you had,
That's it.
Madam Chairman? All right. We have several action items, but they are all regular, frequent flyers. So the first one is our annual agenda. I hope everybody had a chance to look at that. Did you make my correction?
Should we put the retreat on there? Is that just a given that maybe we will do it or maybe we won't do it?
You can put it on there. We always do it in February or.
The end of February if we can. What do y'all think about that?
Well, it's always good to remind us whether we do it or not, but
we'll add that to it.
Yeah, it's not a requirement.
That's always a good time.
Yeah, true. Any other comments on the agenda, annual agenda?
I make a motion, we approve the agenda as submitted with the retreat added.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Next item is the preschool policy council bylaws. I guess we can do the,
I think we can do these all in a
Can we
group.
do all these big-
I did go to the policy council meeting today, and they have approved, as like you said, these are routine and they're annual changes, updates. And the policy council had approved them, and I would make a recommendation that we approve policy council, policy committee bylaws, policy committee annual self-assessment, delegate self-assessment, and the delegate request and equipment purchase.
all right, motion to approve.
Second.
Items B through F, right? All right.
B through F, yes.
And there's a second. Any discussion about any of those? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any other business to come before the board tonight? Then we'll be adjourned. Oh,
Ms. Crawford sent out a thing just to make sure y'all look and make sure that if you're going to the conference in November, that we go ahead, we've got to pay that bill. We want to make sure everybody, if you're going, and make sure everybody's got the right rooms and everything like that.
I haven't opened it yet, Pam, but does it have their agenda in it? It does have,
all right.
what night,
There's
do
your
you know
homework.
what night the
Oh, you
Friday
trust-
night is U-Trust. It's going to be
U-Trust.
at Titan Stadium.
We're headed there one other
Yeah, and the speaker on Sunday morning is going to be Philip Fulmer.
They have to stay to the end. so.
Yep.
All right, we'll be adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Significant. 80% of what's in the water was originally littered on land. And so every time it rains, every time we have wind blowing really hard, we're having litter get washed into our river. And that's significant because it's people coming to